Hey, Johannes.
Yeah.
I realize each episode we record kind of reminds me of a Nekrogoblikon album.
What do you think Gianmarco's episode is going to be like?
If I had to put my green finger on it, heavy meta. Look at that. Oh, tie-dyed.
Yeah.
Tie-dyed Steven Sondheim. So on brand. Yo, please, how you doing?
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's your microphone.
Yeah.
That's your coffee.
Uh-huh.
Those are your glasses.
Thank you.
And here you are.
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy you're here. Help me with your name. It sounds Gianmarco.
That was great.
And S-O-R
ESI. I'll do it for you.
S.
Yep.
I.
Yeah. Gianmarco Soresi.
Soresi.
Soresi. Like crazy.
Crazy Soresi.
Crazy Soresi.
Kind of like Scorsese.
Yes. Very much.
Although people will be like, it's actually Sesi. It's Scorsese. And you're like, I don't think so, pal.
We have a lot of film snob
Oh,
friends.
I'm in all the film snob circles. Constantly bumping elbows with, you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you know, I started as an actor. So
I'm gonna get there.
Sure.
Do you go by Gianmarco or do you go by John or Marco?
No, Gianmarco. I went through nicknames growing up, but once I give them a nickname, I can never get my name back. So I went through G. G was I went through a goth phase, and I was like, I'm G now.
I kind of like that. You had your Chris Gaines era.
Yeah. I'm sure like that's the era I would have watched whatever the show is that we're doing right now. My goth G.
Whatever show
era.
we're doing right now. That's the show.
I didn't even mean to do that.
I know. Well, here you are. You're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, give a round of applause, everybody. I have with me, now that I know how to say it, comedian, actor, creator,
Oh.
like the gob above, and, he's here. And I'm looking at a bunch of stuff about you. I asked the internet about you, and it told me things.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it did.
Tell me.
Well, here's what I'm very interested in. As a comedian, got a lot of credits, performed comedy in all the typical places. Let's see here. James Corden, Comedy Central. The Real Housewives?
Yeah.
Did you make Dorinda laugh? Did you make her laugh?
I don't know much about the different people. It was someone said there's a Real Housewives show, and basically it was like we performed. There was no one in the audience, but they were all having dinner, and they filmed them having dinner while we performed to silence. And one of their exes, who's French, was a stand-up comedian for a month, and then he performed, and that's why. But I don't know the show very well.
This wasn't like you were talking to your agents and you're like, you got to get me on.
No, my agents were not involved in this gig.
At all?
No.
Wow.
I know.
That's not like the pinnacle for you?
No, I would call it the bottom, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's not like I was on the show. I was just in the background, really. I was
Right.
performing to give them a sight line, really. That's my only function there.
So you're like an extra.
Yeah, except I had lines. I had lines.
Oh, you did?
Well, I spoke.
What'd you say?
I told a story about being on the subway.
Relatable.
Yeah, not to them though.
No, that's right.
They kept going, "What's the subway?"
Actually, yeah, not relatable at all. They were
Yeah.
like, does it have a private driver?
Yeah, I'm not a big. I was into reality TV when I was like in middle school, and I grew out of it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's fake. It's too fake.
Yeah, it's not actually real.
Yeah, unlike this.
This
I like
yes.
reality.
Yes, you like to be. I like a good grounded
yes
show.
Yes.
I like it based in reality. I want two characters connecting on
No
just-
makeup, no costumes,
I
no
don't want
fake ears.
gimmicks. I don't want something hanging over it that's like, oh, you got to tune in because, this dude's doing something weird.
Just two circumcised creatures connecting.
Yes. Connecting. Absolutely. That's what today's going to be about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take off your glasses. Thank you.
Sure.
Now we really could connect.
Honestly, I don't see you as well now.
Oh,
And now
really?
I feel bad. I don't want to put them back on.
Here's the thing. We're going to bridge that gap in here.
Uh-huh.
You're going to start to really see me.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I am too. Okay, this is a first. We've had on a lot of different guests, a lot of different comedians. And a lot of time, these comedians come on and they have like dabbled in acting. You know?
Yeah,
we have a lot of people.
I'm familiar.
Dan Soder came on. Love Dan. But he was talking about how his very first thing into acting was the hit show Billions.
Yeah, just dabbling.
Yeah, he literally was just
Little
like,
dabble.
I think I'll try acting. It was like, I'll do 7 seasons with Paul Giamatti. Every actor's normal path.
Sure.
And I've had other people come on and be like, yeah, I did a movie or two. And they go comedy to acting. But I'm looking here. You have, which I didn't know existed, a degree in acting.
The emphasis you put on degree made it almost more embarrassing.
Okay, I want to get up for this. This is not a bachelor. Okay? Another great reality show you're probably missing out on.
Yeah.
Did you perform on The Bachelor?
No, I'd love to.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
available.
We got to get you booked on The Bachelor, Survivor. You guys are getting
Survivor.
the primo stand-up gigs.
I would love that's one of the prizes instead of food on Survivor. It's like a private show.
Yes. Just you on an island with a tiny guitar amp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
What did you go to college for?
I went to DeVry for acting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And you think it was a good program?
Well, we spent a couple weeks on it. Yeah. I think it was pretty good.
How's your acting career?
It's a couple, I've done some industrials, a couple of, non-union stuff.
I did an industrial where it was pictures and videos, and then they reappropriated that footage into a sexual harassment training video. So they used like my pictures, but like instead of being like, how are you? I was like being like, nice tits. And so you got to be careful with those industrials. I'm just as a warning.
So you were the perv on that.
Yeah, I guess I was. But when they took the pictures, I was just man in suit.
Well, I mean, maybe they took the pictures and then they got to the drawing boards and they're like, maybe your picture was on a bunch of other pictures and they're like, we need to cast the perv for this section and something.
Sure, I never thought of it like that. Maybe I give off that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever think of that?
Now I am.
Yeah. Maybe that's something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
They
good.
just had you on a wall full of people. They go, you know what? You got, I mean, think of it this way, Gianmarco. You got cast.
You're right.
And that's, no matter what as an actor, you want to give off something. Because if you ain't giving off something, you nothing. And that's what they told me
That's
at
what
Devised
Meisner
Acting
always
School.
said. I remember Sandy Meisner said, if you're not giving off something,
Yes.
you ain't nothing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And then he made him repeat it 5 times.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
You want to do a Meisner exercise?
Oh, I'd love to do a Meisner exercise. I heard all about Meisner at my school, but I can't listen. So they were just like, John, and I was just like, I'm not listening. So let's try an acting exercise.
Great.
Okay?
I'm down.
John, teach me, John. I am a sponge.
I can finally use my BFA. This is exciting.
Absolutely, finally.
So repetition, you know the repetition.
I've heard of it.
So you got a big forehead.
Oh, wow, okay.
No. Okay, no.
All
That's,
right, Johannes.
No, that's-
don't record yet. I
No,
mean, let's
Meisner-
cut that out.
No.
That'll go to the chopping block.
Meisner, no. It's really you go with what your gut is.
Oh, and your
so
gut
whatever your gut felt with that, you say back. I have a big forehead, but let your gut. So if you were offended,
Yeah.
I have a big forehead. You have a big. So then we go back and forth.
Okay.
So now you do me.
Okay.
You do me. Just whatever. Just maybe look away, look back, whatever comes first.
Okay. Okay, man, like when you said I had a big forehead, you're kind of like really hurting my feelings, dude. It was like, I've been trying to work on it. It's like, it's the light. I keep trying to tell people, everyone that comes on the system, they're like, you got a big forehead. It's like, it's a receding hairline and it makes it look bigger than it is. I'll wear a hat if they fit.
I got a receding hairline too, okay?
Give me
I can
a hat
relate.
and I'll wear it.
I can
okay?
relate. I can relate. I feel like I'm looking at myself in 5 years, okay? So I feel you. Look at this. I'm almost with you. Just one thing about me. You look at me, what do you see? It could be nice. Could be nice.
You got to repeat it.
No.
You repeat what I said.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it, okay? Okay?
Yeah,
So
here we go.
Okay, let me...
Look away. Look away. Look away. Gianmarco, stay in the seat. Stay in the seat.
I'm staying in the seat.
Stay in the seat.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
You look vulnerable.
Thank you. I've been going to the
No,
gym.
no,
wait,
you
no,
say...
What?
Just say, I look... just repeat back. You just repeat.
Okay.
That's the whole thing.
Okay. All right.
Okay, well, then we got to do it again.
I'm so sorry. Look. Gianmarco,
You go to me.
We have 4 years. We've paid a lot of money. We can take all the time we want, okay? Right now we're at acting school. Okay? All right.
I can do it.
Johannes, this is for me, okay, pal?
Johannes, this is for me, okay, pal?
Okay. Whoa, oh boy. All right. We got ourselves
I didn't know we had another BFA in the room.
Yeah, wow. Got ourselves a real who's on third. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
You're going to do it to me.
All right. I'm going to do it to you. So I'm asking you a question.
No, you're just noticing something about me.
Okay,
Could be
good,
about
good,
my
good,
soul,
good.
my appearance,
Okay,
anything.
Yep. I notice you keep looking away.
You notice I keep looking away?
And now what do I do?
Now you repeat back. We just keep repeating, and we see if something changes.
And so I say, I notice you're looking away.
Yeah.
I notice you're looking away.
You notice that I keep looking away.
I notice that you keep looking away.
You notice I keep looking away. So are you noticing anything about my behavior? How am I coming off?
More aggressive.
Okay, so you're aggressive. Go. You're aggressive.
You're aggressive.
I'm aggressive.
Yeah. And now I feel like I'm shrinking. Now I
You're
feel like
shrinking?
I'm shrinking.
You're shrinking?
No, I'm actually shrinking. Something's wrong with my chair. I'm shrinking.
Okay.
I'm shrinking. I'm down here now.
You're down there now.
Yeah, I'm down here now.
You're down there now.
I am down there now.
You're so annoying.
Oh.
Keep going. Keep going. I'm so annoying.
Okay.
Move you.
I'm so annoying.
You're befuddled. Come on.
You're tie dye. You're tie dye.
A cat got your tongue.
Yeah.
Repeat.
A cat got your tongue.
Yeah, a cat got my tongue.
A cat got my tongue.
Are you mocking me?
No.
Am I mocking you?
Am I mocking you?
Are you mocking me?
Am I?
Are you?
I'm freaking out.
You're freaking out.
I'm freaking out.
You're
yeah.
freaking out.
Yeah, I'm freaking out. It's like my whole body's tingling. I don't like this. I want it to stop.
And boom, then you go into a scene, and then that's your Oscar moment. You see how we really got you to a place of crisis.
Oh my God. That was like, I'm like a real Damian Day-Lewis. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, I felt it too. I was legitimately furious.
Yeah, so but you were just acting like an asshole, right?
I think like Daniel Day-Lewis, I was also an asshole.
Yes.
And that's acting.
That is acting.
Yeah, it's combining the two.
I love that. I feel like there's one thing I'm going to take away is that, like Damian Day-Lewis, I'm going to now make everyone address me as Mr. President for the rest of the day. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
Sure. Are you playing the president in any production?
I am now.
Ben Franklin.
You could play Ben Franklin, for sure.
I would love to. I would love to play anything. The problem is, Gianmarco, is in this town, every audition I go on, no matter what the role, they're like, oh, you're Goblin. That's all they see me as.
Sure.
And there's for a while where I was like in the lobby with like Bobby Lee every time, and we're going out for the same roles, and he's beating me out for the roles. And then the ones I don't get, they're like, oh, you could play a Goblin version of this. I'm like, I don't want to play a Goblin.
You don't want to play a Goblin?
No.
I mean, but that would be like me saying I want to play a Goblin. It's going to take a lot of makeup. So same, if you play a human, that's a lot. I don't know if they have that in the budget for the industrials that you're auditioning for.
Yeah, that is true. That you bring up a good point.
Yeah.
Kind of the budgets they have right now, they're usually like, oh, we'll give you a what's it called, a credit and a Subway sandwich. That's usually like
Yeah.
the payment. Well, what kind of roles do people try and put you in a box for?
We were in an era where a lot of the auditions would be for characters that were gay, and I'm not gay, and I was like, well, I think we're in an era where I shouldn't play that. But I think what was troubling with that is no one thought I should play a straight character. And so it was a real conundrum of no role to play. And I feel like maybe you feel in that where like, they give you these goblin parts, but you don't want to like make some stereotype of it. But no one wants to cast you as Harry Potter. That's for sure. I mean, there's a lot of real estate to put the, Thunderbolt, but we have to just take what's in front of us sometimes. And then we can evolve. Then we can say, I want to play Lincoln.
Put you this way. Screw Hollywood. Screw the boxes. Blue skies today, okay? What do you want to play?
I honestly, I think I like stand-up comedy so much now. I just like being myself. There was a time where Daniel Day-Lewis, just so you know, Daniel, unless there's a Goblin version of Daniel Day-Lewis.
Okay.
Where he like becomes a banker for 10 years preparing for the role.
Yeah.
But Daniel Day-Lewis, I used to go, I want to be this great character actor. And then I think I got to a point I said, no, I don't. I don't want to have to put on makeup. Can you imagine every time you went to work? Just imagine this for a second.
Okay.
Every time you went to work, you had to put on a fake nose. You had to put on fake ears. You had to put on makeup. You had to elongate your fingers. Imagine having to elongate your fingers every time you went to work. You'd go, what's the point?
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
I would have such an existential crisis. It would get to the point where when I show up to work, I think about this thing.
And then you say to your friends, you say, hey, you see that video? That's me under all that stuff.
And they go, yeah, right, pal.
Yeah, that kind of existence, to me, is not worth living.
It's sad. And honestly, when I see people like that, they're like clinging on to that.
Uh-huh.
Not only is it just a gimmick, and it's kind of like, what are you doing here, pal? You know what I mean? But it's kind of like, what are you hiding?
Of course.
What are you hiding?
Of course.
Are you afraid that if you don't have a bunch of stuff on, that no one's going to laugh at you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you possess the skills?
Because when you see it, you go, this was not their dream.
No.
When they were a kid, they didn't think. If they saw this as a kid, they go,
what happened?
Please, that's me?
Yeah.
That's me. I'll end it right now.
Yeah, done.
I guess we're not getting Doug Jones anytime soon.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Famous creature actor.
A famous creature actor.
You know how we went, who's that? That's the future.
Exactly.
That's the ceiling.
That's like, I guess
ceiling.
we're not getting King Kong on anymore. It's like, who?
Spiegel. Oh, where's Spiegel?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's book him on the podcast.
Now, have you tried getting like Cynthia Erivo on the show?
Look, I don't like anyone that's done greenface.
Uh-huh.
So I would love to have her on the podcast to talk about it.
Is it better to do greenface though? Like, not to. I hope this isn't offensive, but aren't there different levels of greenface? There's just green, then there's green with the nose, with the ears. Like are there degrees of respectfulness?
I think so. I think every now and then we have people that come to our show, and they show appreciation by painting their face green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying like I'm sure Wicked tried.
Sure.
To find someone who actually was green to play the role, but then, the singing's really hard, and I again I don't want to defend, green face or anything like that, but there are realities to the world that I think as an aspiring actor you probably can appreciate.
Oh, absolutely. Reality is a very interesting thing.
Yeah.
Because as we talked about before, it ain't the Real Housewives.
Sure.
You know?
It's
Definitely not the New York season.
It's more like the fake Housewives.
Yeah, but honestly, if you watch Miami or Atlanta, I do think that is like for real. Like that's like I don't think there's any kind of script or producing happening. Like you watch that, and you're like, this is really happening in real time. Yeah,
I'm sure they sat down. They said, "We'll make these two real, these two
and
fake."
these ones are not. I mean, it's just New York for you.
Yeah,
it's just New York
That's
for you.
just New
It's
York.
perform in town, as the song goes. Mm-hmm. And so,
Candor and Ebb.
Yeah, what's that?
Candor and Ebb. They're the ones who came up with the "It's a Perform in Town."
That's right.
It was one of their off-Broadway shows that didn't succeed, but that song, when Sinatra recorded it.
Well, here's a question for you. Do you think, with your history of musical theater, do you think you would be able to tell, like, what a real musical is and like what it's just like made up?
Yeah, like I think if I did an interview show, and someone was like, New York, it's a Broadway space. I'd be like, well, that's a fake song you made up.
Yeah.
But I think even just the line, it's the New York's a performing town. Like you can see like, oh, that's coming from something.
Right.
There's a depth to it.
Yeah. I want to know, like, if you were to go on like a podcast disguised as a talk show.
Sure.
With like some kind of gimmicky host.
Sure. If my career takes a steep dive.
Yep.
And I wind up in something like that.
Yeah, if you end up in something like that, okay, and you're sitting across from somebody with just a full-on gimmick, okay?
Ugh.
And then that person is trying to do a bunch of research, and there's just not a lot to go off of, you know? So they're like, I know it'll eat up some time.
Also it's like they say they do a bunch of research, and it's like one printer paper that they clearly haven't seen until now.
Yeah.
I'm imagining it.
That's someone else made, you know, okay? And maybe they probably just use Chat GPT.
Yes.
And then they're like, how am I going to fill the time? And they're like, what if we play a game based solely on the one thing we do know about the guest, his musical theater knowledge, and made a fun game of it? Would that be something you would play? Mm-hmm. All right, Gianmarco. Let's play a little game called Show Tune or No Tune. Here's how it's going to work.
I've played before.
Okay.
No, tell me how it works.
This one goes like this, Gianmarco. I'm going to basically give a little log line, okay? And you have to either tell me if it's a show tune, which if you do, I want to know what the musical it's from is, or if it's just something our producer had Chat GPT make up.
Yeah.
Okay? And I just realized, okay, so normally when we like play these games, I like to reward our guests with something. What would a singer need? What would a singer need? A microphone? Good. Not what I was looking for. Johannes?
Something to sing.
Okay.
A throat lozenge?
Warmer? And what's warm?
I'm trying to go as cheap as humanly possible if it's a thing I'm about to get.
Don't worry, it was already in the apartment.
Tea?
Yes! There you go, Gianmarco. We got you so much tea.
Oh my gosh.
But only if you answer correctly.
Now, can I just ask, did you buy this or did you go into your meager guest green room area and scoop all the tea into a box?
I stole it from my roommates.
You stole it from your roommates. That's a step up from what I said. Great.
You thought maybe we just went in the green room, but no. I just texted in a thread and say, someone get me tea.
That's great.
And then someone else went, open, this'll do.
I can't wait. My girlfriend is like, why do you keep doing all these f***ing podcasts? And I can come back and be like, baby, I brought something home today.
There you go.
Someone else's tea.
Also, how many podcasts are you doing that it's harming your relationship, Gianmarco?
I think all it takes is one.
Yeah, I think so too. But didn't she know what she signed up for?
I say that many times.
All
I
right.
say, you know what you signed up for.
All right, let's start with the first one. Here we go.
I'm excited.
What is it from?
What you just did just now?
Listen.
I hear an airplane and a car.
Helicopter.
Helicopter Miss Saigon?
Yeah, you got it! Get a feedback! Very good. Very good, Gianmarco. Miss Saigon.
So I get 1 tea bag
you
per
get
correct
one
answer?
tea bag for right answers. Very good.
Oh, loose tea. Great. This is real. Okay.
You got to bag it yourself.
A Metamucil. Wow, we didn't really vet this. Okay. This one's dirty, so no. Okay. Earl Grey.
Yeah, there we go. Earl Grey.
Thank you.
You're so
Thank you.
welcome. Hey, you got it right, pal.
Yeah.
You're searching for throat coat. It ain't in there. Okay.
I was looking for throat coat.
I know you were. Huh? What did I ask for in the text thread? Thank you, Gianmarco, for validating me. I know you.
Yeah.
I know you. All right, next one. A guy breaks out of prison and opens a small business above a pie shop.
I thought you were going to sing these songs. I didn't know you were going to give synopsis lines.
Oh, yeah, I said that when I described the game.
Okay, I wasn't listening.
Yeah, I know. Hey.
Oh, wait, this is decaffeinated.
Oh, you...
Can I return it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
I don't want decaffeinated Earl Grey.
What kind of maniac has decaf Earl Grey? Earl Grey has
Ooh, pumpkin spice chai.
There you go.
Do you like pumpkins, or is that a stereotype?
Is that a stereotype? Oh, because the Green Goblin's always throwing the pumpkins?
Yeah.
That's not even a part of our culture. They just added that after the fact.
Oh, really?
We have nothing to do with pumpkins. I love a pumpkin.
Sure, but do you ever feel like if you were buying a pumpkin at the store, do you ever carry it home and you're like, ugh, people are looking at me?
Yeah, when I get to the checkout line, you know what I mean? That, and if I'm holding the pumpkin and I happen to be watching a funny video, of cats with shoes, and I laugh, then everyone, I'm just like, everyone's like, there it is. And by the way, I would love a hoverboard, but you know what I mean? I can't be seen just cruising around on one of those things. The amount of finger pointing would be just astronomical.
It's like if I drop change, I just have to be like...
You just got to let it go. You just got to let it go. Haggling, I'm sure that's just...
I know, first price, I take it.
You just got it.
I say, I'm not falling for
this.
this
Car is full value. You're like, just give me the keys.
I can't even go, I go, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Full price Subaru. Yes, thank you. Okay.
So that was Sweeney Todd.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Wow. I mean, would you like to sing a song from Sweeney Todd?
Sure. I mean, I didn't warm up.
All right, next one. Here we go. A down on his luck chef inherits a failing pizza parlor and must navigate rival pizzerias and a quirky staff.
That feels like the TV show The Bear and Bob's Burgers combined somehow. That's a no tune.
That's a no tune. That's right. Anytime you're like, this sounds like 2 TV shows, it is because that's how Chat GPT works.
That's true.
Yeah.
There you go.
It only knows what we tell it. Hey, everybody, stop telling it shit, okay? All right.
I'm sorry. You're going to critique people for telling Chat GPT stuff while using it to complete the majority of this episode? I think you're kind of talking out both sides of your
What do you mean? I just asked GPT for things. I don't give.
You did give.
What did I give?
Now it goes, musical theater, goblins like musical theater questions.
No. The only thing I put in was, for my podcast, Right Now with John Goblikon, currently on iTunes, youtube.com/John Goblikon. I'm going to be interviewing Gianmarco, and then I probably misspelled it. It was like, did you mean Scorsese? I was like, no. And then it was like, who? And I was like, and I typed it in, and then I just copy and pasted the full Wikipedia of you in there.
Yeah.
And you texted me earlier, so I put your number and all that kind of stuff, all the information I could give it. And then I was like, and by the way, we're going to be doing, here's a fun little game, like a musical theater thing. I want you to come up with like fake musicals. I'm going to be also giving you real musicals. Okay. Then I want you to print it all out, make a fun game, because I really think this is something moving forward.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You're right. That was my bad.
All right. In a charming yet cutthroat coffee shop, two baristas from opposing rival chains discover an unexpected spark between them.
I feel like that's a no tune.
It's a no tune.
Okay.
This is just what I
That sounded
experienced
like
today
li-
at Starbucks.
Oh.
Yeah, this was just from a raw experience.
There was a spark. You had a spark with someone?
No, it was someone else. I was
You're
witnessing. Yeah.
okay. Just watching from
Yeah.
afar.
Okay, how about this? Young woman moves to the big city. And, oh, wait. You said no tune. Did you get your tea?
Oh no, you're right. Thank you.
Oh, I think you're two T's up, right?
T's.
Two
T's.
Two T's.
Okay, this one's
Double. You can get a double bag if you
vanilla
want.
bean. Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A young girl moves to the city.
And into an apartment building run by a white woman. That's in italics.
Was the race of the first girl established or no?
It says young woman.
Okay, she's a young woman.
Young woman moves to a big city and into an apartment building run by a white woman who is pretending to be Asian and running a human trafficking operation.
Chat GPT gave this to you? A white woman who's pretending that she's Asian to run the trafficking ring? How? Why? Why?
Thoroughly Modern Millie.
Oh.
Is that
I don't,
true?
I don't know that show very
I
well.
don't either, but now I kind of want to see it.
You're right. I do. I know that there's like characters who play broad Asian stereotypes in that show, but I thought that was the show, not the show within the show.
I mean, I'd be so curious. I mean, I thought it was about tap dancing.
Yeah, but even Asian stereotypes can tap dance.
Oh yeah, for sure. Any stereotype could tap dance
Of
if
course.
you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you believe.
Yeah, I think stereotypes, unfortunately, are sometimes known for tap dancing.
That is true.
But maybe that's a stereotype. We need more stereotypes
About-
that can't dance.
That's right. We need bad stereotypes.
Yeah, more bad stereotypes.
All right. I don't know if you're going to get this one, pal. Do you know musical theater or not? Let's find out. In 1950s New York, two rival street gangs, the Jets and the Sharks, clash over territory when a young American man and a Puerto Rican girl fall in love. Their relationship sparks a tragic chain of events that threatens to tear the world apart, forcing them to confront hate, violence, and the longing for belonging.
No tune.
No tune?
No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, you're right. That's no tune. Yeah, no tune. Got it.
It sounded like I was like, are you talking about Romeo and Juliet? And then I was like, oh no, it's in New York. So that's not
That's
anything.
not it.
That's not anything.
And I was like, this one doesn't.
Jets. What how would you even sing that? Like, I'm a jet. When you're a jet.
Oh, I was.
You're a jet all the way.
I was thinking airplane. It's an airplane and like actual sharks. And I was like, I'll go see this musical.
Yeah, but this is why how I'm not threatened by ChatGPT, because you hear that and you go,
It doesn't have legs.
There's nothing.
It doesn't have
A musical, I could barely hear the three sentences about it.
Two rival gangs. It's like we live in Los Angeles. It's like, give me the Bloods and the Crips
Yeah,
over
yeah,
the
yeah.
Sharks and the Jets.
The Sharks and the Jets.
Yeah, it's like, give me Kendrick Lamar and Drake. I don't want, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Imagine like, they're all like, or like,
Are you gonna have like an old timey police officer?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He's like, my name's Officer Krupke.
Oh,
Some
that'd be
bullshit.
funny.
I'm Officer
Oh, that'd be
Krupke. Give him let's give him a song. Let's give a song
Hold-
about
hold-
Officer Krupke.
but he doesn't sing well. So it's just a lot of talking. And it's very fast. It's like, let's just get through it. Let's just get right through it. Oh, wait. Because like there's probably not like a lot of like instrumentation at that time, like on stage.
Sure.
Let's just have him keep beats like just snapping. You
Just
know what I mean?
snapping.
Just, like,
You'd have
snapping.
to have a lot of dance to keep this story going.
Yeah, but like I want to like counteract the harshness of gangs. I don't want it to feel
Like make it balletic.
yes, Gianmarco. Very big and broad.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be kind of fun.
I mean, maybe there's something there.
Was this like a story from?
No, Johannes, it's not going to be a story. It's not going to be a story on the West Side. Sure thing, pal. I'm so sorry.
West Side.
Now when you say
Okay,
it,
so
Meisner it. Hold on, Meisner this.
So West Side.
West Side.
West Side.
And it's a West
It's a
Side.
tale.
It's
West
a
Side Tale?
West Side Tales.
Or it's a
West Side poems.
Aesop's Fables. West Side.
Fables. Is
West
pretty
Side.
good.
West Side Fable. West Side.
West Side books. West Side books. What's in the book? Storybook.
A story
West Side
about the
storybooks.
West Side. A
Okay.
story about the West Side the musical.
Yes.
A story about the West Side the musical.
Print it.
Wow.
Print it.
I guess Chat GPT is good for the arts after all.
I think so. And you know what? I'm just going to give you the whole thing of tea.
Great.
Wait, hold on. We're hearing groans from the side.
Was your roommate gonna say? Oh, where's my Stain Tazo pumpkin spice chai packet?
Hey, he's going to be like, Adam, I was looking for Earl Grey without any of the benefits.
Sorry, Earl Gay? Let's not pass that.
Sorry.
Earl.
Can we get Earl Gay? I know who I'd cast.
Earl Gay loves a good tea bagging, you know.
Now we're printing money. Now we're just printing money, Gianmarco. Hand to Gob. Ever wanted to see me do stand-up? Steroids makes the rock look like the pebble. Or have me demand you shout things. Group A. Right. Group B. No. You are Group C. Well, what about the desire to see me and a very special guest answer any and all your questions live and on the spot? Did you have like an out?
Her out was hell.
Yeah. I'm actually driving a van full of tea.
Now I know you're perfect for each other because you're both murderers.
Yeah.
Or how about the chance to finally answer my right now rapid fire questionnaire? Left to right.
Right.
Left to right.
Right.
West Portland?
Guy wears a lot of makeup.
Yeah, sure does. How would you survive the snail?
I don't.
Okay, you're gonna die? Over there! Then you need to come to the Right Now Live Comedy Extravaganza in Nashville, Tennessee. So if you or any filthy human is ready to go Goblin mode, get those tickets right now! Gianmarco,
Yeah.
you have almost 1 million followers on TikTok and YouTube
Thank you.
because you put so much material out, and I'm sure your stand-up is very personal.
Very personal.
Yeah. So in a way, like you're putting a lot out there.
Yeah.
So if someone were to consume a lot of Gianmarco content, then they would feel like they do know you. And then when you meet them, is there something where they are suddenly dropping hints or something that you almost forgot was material? You're like, well, how do they know this about my childhood? Or what's going on with this? Or
Yeah.
is that something?
Yeah.
Is that something?
Yeah.
Can I get something?
Sure.
Okay.
They'll say like, "How's Tova," which is my girlfriend's name, and
Oh.
so it's like someone I've never met. They go, "How's Tova?" And I go, "How do you know?" And it's like, well, of course they know.
That's
I
right.
talk about her every podcast I do. So it's that kind of thing. So you just have to roll with it. I'm not good at recognizing people. Like I'm sure if I ever ran into you on the street, I go like, maybe I know, maybe I don't.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes when people come up to me, I assume I should know them. So I go, hi. And then sometimes it's someone who knows me from the internet. And then suddenly they see me, they go, oh my God. And I go, hi. And I approach them because I think I should know them. And now they think they're closer to me. And it can be uncomfortable.
What would be your ideal interaction? Because, I'm finding that a lot of comedians like myself tend to be a little more introverted.
Sure.
And when we get around a lot of people, sometimes it's a little intense.
Best you can go, a big fan of your work. And that's it. You could do a specific joke is always nice. I think if you really want to interact, you could go, I love that XYZ joke. I loved your appearance on Right Now. I don't think anyone's going to be saying that. But I'm just saying as a theoretical example.
Yeah, it hasn't aired yet.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, actually, it's airing right now.
It's live?
Yeah, we're live.
No, we're not live.
We're not live?
It's not live. No.
Make it live, Johannes. Just hit the button, dude. Missing a bunch of good stuff. Did you get that game?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's great. We got it.
You have a podcast, right?
I have a podcast. Live is tough. It's a lot of,
Psi ratio of your producer, would you say over under 50 an episode?
But let me just say, less size than certainly I've been hearing right now. I hope we fix it in post. But
Yeah.
But I don't make my producer also do my makeup.
Who puts on your beard?
Who puts on my beard?
Yeah.
Well, I get it trimmed, but it's natural. It's
Is it?
Yeah. You don't grow facial hair.
I can't. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like me and Timothy Chalamet. Like, we just can't do it.
Yeah.
Just can't do it.
Is that a comparison you use frequently, you and Timothy Chalamet?
Not what I use, is what people are bringing to me, you know?
I will say, I do think you look more like Bob Dylan than Timothy does.
Yes! I would have loved to audition for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a problem when they make you got to pick one of the most the gorgeous leading men to be Bob Dylan.
Yep.
If Bob Dylan looked like Timothy Chalamet, he never would have bothered making fucking music.
That's right. That's right.
I feel that way strongly.
Man, I would have done so well as Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of like just like talking a bunch, a little harmonica. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could do a biopic, which one is it?
I was asking that yesterday because I think it's biopic, but I always go biopic, and people go, "You idiot! You say biopic." I'm like, well, no one says it. I don't. That doesn't mean that I don't see them, but you don't go to them and they don't announce, "Welcome to the biopic of Dylan."
Biopic sounds so like literal. It's like it's
Yeah,
very.
biopic sounds cool.
Oh yeah.
Biopic.
Yeah.
Or a little pretentious, if you will. But yeah.
Or a little pretentious, Johannes says. All right. You know what?
I mean, if there's someone who knows about pretension,
The Swedes.
yeah.
The Swedes.
I didn't even know, but now it all makes sense.
Totally, right?
Yeah.
The whole demeanor, zero emotion, you know what I mean? Just coming in with stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smell of fish. Yep.
I was wondering, no offense, I thought maybe that's a Goblin thing.
No, it's not me.
It's
not me.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah. I wear D&G.
What does D&G stand for?
Goblins.
Swedes.
Walked right into that one. Here's what I'm noticing about you, though, Gianmarco. It's like you kind of got your own your vibe. And you kind of go to the beat of your own drum. Would you say that? Because
I would call what you're describing just like depression.
Yes.
Maybe that's how we change, because some people don't, talking about mental health, it's tough for them. And if we change it to like your vibes, like you got a vibe.
Okay.
And we need to like maybe take some medication to fix that vibe, to reconfigure that.
Yeah, just kind of turn them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to change the language to get people. It's, just, yeah. But yeah, I have this vibe.
You do have a vibe.
I have a vibe.
And I've seen like a lot of your stuff is like you are in charge of it. Like stand up, that's like you're in the driver's seat.
For sure.
Your content, you're in the driver's seat. Is that something that Gianmarco likes? He doesn't like to be told what to do. He likes to do his own thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good trait or a bad trait per se, but when I did improv, the teachers would always say you always make mean choices. You're being mean. I would do yes and, but it would be yes and you suck. And I think there was something where I was like, no, but I like mean. I like that turn. And if maybe that means I work as a solo person, because I'll be mean to myself.
That's right.
And I think stand-up is just what I gravitate towards.
Yeah.
Group stuff, I look at it, I go, that sounds nice to perform with your friends.
No.
Not for me.
Not Gianmarco. Gianmarco's not going to be told what to do. He's not a puppet.
Yeah.
You're going to let form Gianmarco and be like, here, do this, and then he just suddenly does it.
Yeah.
You're not going to be
I
like,
think,
hey, sit on a stool, grab your hair, look sexy, and then boom, it's there. You know what I mean?
oh, right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
So, Gianmarco, you were a spokesman for General Electric and
Yeah.
Baby Bottle Pop?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, those are two separate things.
Oh,
Yeah. Did you think it was together, General Electric Baby Bottle Pop?
it's got a ring to it.
That would be great if they acquired, if General Electric.
And it just like shocked their lips when they tried to drink it.
Yeah. They said, we build laundry machines, planes, and candy that shocks children's lips
Yes.
at the highest voltage available to
That's
modern
right.
technology. So I was the spokesman for that.
And what was it like?
I'd say it tastes like strawberry and then batteries.
So you were doing voiceover for them, or you were like?
I did commercials.
Oh, you were the guy.
I was the guy. So, the commercials were mostly children crying because they were shocked.
Right.
And I would come out and I'd go, hey, it might seem bad, but it's General Electric, baby bottle pop, so it's probably good.
Did they sell a lot with you as the spokesman?
No, there's a reason I'm not the spokesman still. And it's because that whole concept, no one was really into it.
Who is it now?
Oh my God. I think is Tiffany Haddish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I bought two.
Oh, they're still pitching the exact same thing.
Yeah.
What do you need them for? They're for kids.
I know. And when I go to a restaurant and it's very loud, you just pass them out. It gets
Sure.
quiet. Very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, very quick. You don't even need to move tables.
Yeah.
Just hand a little dad that. Hand a little mom that.
No offense. If I had a kid and you approached with candy,
Yes.
I'd say no, thank you. I tell my kid, I say, don't. Just look at me, sweetheart. Look at me. Don't. It's okay. It's okay. Sir, can you get away, please? That's what I'd say.
Oh. And I would say, absolutely. And I go, hey, Dada doesn't want you to have this, but why don't you take a little sip of this?
I think at that point, I might get a little. I'm not a physical person, but I think I might do a little. Hey, back off, please.
I would say, quick. Yeah.
And then I'd say, you know what? He really wants to give it to my kid.
Yeah.
Try it, sweetheart.
There you go. See? Now that's gentle parenting.
Yes.
Absolutely. You appeared opposite Jennifer Lopez
Yes.
in the movie Hustlers. Mm-hmm. And opposite Billy Crystal in Here Today.
I like it. You keep combining two
And
things.
opposite Tracy Morgan
Three things. Yeah.
in The Last OG.
All former spokesmen of General Electric baby bottle pop.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I was put in those movies. They thought it would be a branding thing.
Where does acting rank for you? Because I've had comedians on here before, and they all throw it very far down the list.
Oh,
But
really?
obviously, no one's trained like you. No one can listen like you.
It's low though. I think here's what it is. I think I'll certainly act a little here and there, because it helps sells the tickets.
Right.
But I really, unless I feel like I am able to deliver a great performance, I don't think I'll want to do it. Whereas with stand-up, I go, well, this is what I do. This is my skill. So we'll see. But I don't know if I like acting. I think I like being myself. You know
But
what I mean?
Do you have a high bar for being yourself?
Yeah, but that feels more natural to me. I know some actors who I mean, God, without a script, you go, what are you?
Yeah.
And it's just different skills. Some people like pretending, and I think I like revealing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I just want to reveal. That's what be vulnerable. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you feel that
Yeah, I do.
from me?
Oh, from you?
Yeah, from me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure earlier when we did our acting exercise, I said you were vulnerable.
That's
or
right.
Something like that.
That's right.
Do you cry often?
All the time.
What makes you cry?
Everything. Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, quite literally everything. Yes.
That's tough.
It's very hard out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the morning, I have a nice cry. When I'm in my car before work, I have another little cry, by myself at lunch. Yeah.
I don't know if that's that might be indicative. I mean, if you said you cried sometimes,
Yeah.
I go, oh, open heart. It sounds like you're not in a good place.
No, Gianmarco, I'm in a good place. And to be honest, what
You
helped,
wake up crying, and then you cry in your car, and then you cry at lunch.
but then everything changed the other morning
Oh,
because I started watching your stand-up.
I think that's. I mean, for my purposes,
Yeah.
that's great.
Okay,
Keep watching,
I will.
just for your own health.
Yes.
I think that could be a good message to anyone at home if you are struggling with suicidal thoughts.
Yeah, well, this will stay in.
I know. Is that a rat hanging right there in front of me? And you're
Correct.
like, don't bring up death. Please,
No,
there's a skull. Like, get the out of here.
You're right.
Sorry to bring up dark topics on the Goblin show.
Right. You're right. I absolutely expected the guy in the Sondheim Grateful Dead shirt to come on here and
Grateful
rip
Dead.
into me
Grateful
for the
Dead.
darkness. No,
Yeah.
I knew it. Oh, Johannes, I'm so tired. I need my coffee right now. Ooh. Oh, someone should put that on a coffee mug.
You did.
Oh, perfect. Why don't we sell that in the merch store?
You are.
Oh, perfect. I'm so good at business. So head over to the link and buy that coffee mug or t-shirts and do so right now. All right, before I get you out of here, John, Marco, we're going to play our right now rapid fire questionnaire.
Oh, great. I love that.
Here's how it's going to work, okay? Go back to those improv skills. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You're not to overthink them. You're just going to say the very first thing that comes to your mind.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Left or right?
Right.
Westmoreland.
What was that?
Favorite genre of metal?
A poppy.
Okay, there's a snail chasing you, and the snail is moving at a snail's pace. It's going to follow you for the rest of your life. You can go as fast as slow as you want, but the snail will always be moving in your direction. If you touch it or it touches you, you die. And before you ask, yes, it can swim and survive in any atmosphere. What's your plan to survive the snail?
Have my girlfriend walk behind me at all times, like kind of like a conga line.
Tova, how's she doing, by the way?
She's good. She's not gonna be thrilled about this snail idea, but
Have you guys ever gone to Trader Joe's together?
many times actually.
Thank you so much, John! Marco, everybody! Round of applause! You did it, pal. You reached the finish line. We went through a full journey together, and now is your opportunity to promote whatever you want to this camera right here.
Great. I'm on tour all the time around the country and Europe and Canada. Find me everywhere at Gianmarco Soresi. I got a comedy special coming out soon on YouTube, so check that out. And my podcast, The Downside. You can get it wherever you listen or watch podcasts.
I love that. But I love that you're promoting your stuff on my show. And I thought, in the Meisner way,
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing one thing, you're kind of doing another thing, then they become one. Why don't you promote my stuff? So under your chair, there's a little script, because I'm a writer too. Yeah, a little script for you. It's going to be a little cold read. And just whenever you're ready, you can read it to camera.
Can I tell you what General Electric Baby Bottle Pop used to pay me for what you're asking me to do for free right now?
Absolutely, yeah.
A dozen tea bags.
Adam, we can make it happen. Do you want caffeinated or decaf?
Caffeinated, please.
All right, we can give you 6 caf, 6 decaf.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, goblins. Is that all who's listening to this? It's just goblins?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we call our listeners now.
Oh, that's what you call the listeners, too.
Yeah, they all become goblins once they watch the podcast. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, goblins. It is I, your favorite thespian, Gianmarco Soresi. Wow. John won't stop harping on the fact that I spent a ton of money to get a degree in make-believe singing. Well, I'll show him. I'm going to do this promo. Shakespearean. Art thou feeling down? Turneth that frowneth upside downeth, with a special shout out from John Goblikon. Goblikon? Goblikon.
So repeat, look at me. Eyes up here. Goblikon.
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 You're condescending.
You're
Condescending.
You're condescending.
No, I'm condescending.
I'm condescending.
You're condescending.
I am.
Now I'm going to take that energy. Turneth that frowneth upside downeth, with a special shout out from John Goblikon on Cameo. Wait. What is this cameo thou doth speak of? I am but a mere peasant who cannot afford such gifts. Well, perchance I may subscribe to this YouTube channel, since it doth not cost a shilling nor a pence. Okay, enough with the Shakespeare. I'm not your puppet, John. I guess I'll just sing the remainder of this promo.
Use the tea. Use the tea if you need it.
Use the tea, there's no water.
Oh, is that how it's done? I've just been
Okay.
getting, and then I
This
take
is a lot. It's not just one line. It's a full song.
This is my best work. You're getting an opportunity to show the world. Let's go to
man.
Broadway, pal.
Okay. This
And
promo.
you could be in it.
Okay. Well, say no more then.
All right.
Oh, come on. Here we go. Can you give me like some kind of a hum underneath that I can, like the music, you know?
Oh, you want me to beatbox?
No.
Okay.
I'm not doing a Hamilton.
Okay.
I'm doing more like, give me like a Sondheim, like just a background, just a note.
Doot, 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 doot.
I'm counting down the days. It's almost time to see John Goblikon. I know he's gonna shine on April 11th in Nashville's Glow. He'll hit the stage and put on a show. See him live. It's the show of the year. Nashville first, then Austin's near. April 16th. 19th, Moontower's the place. Goblikon's magic, you don't want to miss his green face.
Wow. Round of applause. You got it, kid. You can pop it right in the mouth.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you for coming on. And honestly, I feel like there was a couple like Rocky. Yep, just And I just want to say that I am a big fan, and I love your stuff. I'm very subscribed, obviously, to all your stuff. I'm very much subscribed. So just keep putting out that content, man. Because if you don't, you know what I mean. We all need it. It's kind of like what we all need right now. So thank you so much, Gianmarco.
My pleasure.
Yes. What are you doing here, pal?